Are you at college or university and you're not sure what you want to do after you graduate? Or perhaps you started your degree 100% certain about what you wanted to do, but now you're not so sure. Time is ticking away, graduation is getting closer, and you feel really pressured to just choose something, just pick something for goodness sake. This can be really stressful, and you're probably facing a bit of pressure from other people as well, which is not helpful. In this video, I'm going to explain how you can reduce that "I don't know what to do" anxiety through journaling. We're going to go through 5 key things. Firstly, what is journaling and how is it helpful? Secondly, what you need to do before you start journaling. Thirdly, some specific journal prompts to help you on your way whilst exploring your career options. Fourthly, making journaling work for you. And fifthly, and lastly, taking action and moving forwards. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Yardley, and for the last 20 years, I've been working as an academic in UK universities, teaching sociology, criminology, and social policy. In that time, I have helped thousands of students to do their best work, to graduate with a top degree, and go on to do something they love. Through these videos, I'm sharing my tips, strategies, and little hacks with you. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And so you help other students just like you find this channel. Okay, number 1, what is journaling and how is it helpful? Journaling is essentially writing down your thoughts, ideas, and feelings in order to be able to make better sense of them. It helps you become aware of what is going on up here right now, so you can become clearer about the direction you want to head in. When stuff is just swimming around in your head, you can feel like you're going in circles and not getting anywhere. But by writing those things down, you break that cycle. When something is on a piece of paper in front of you rather than in your head, it's easier to look at more rationally and objectively. You can organize your thoughts, your ideas, and your feelings, and you can start to identify what is really going on. Number 2, what to do before you start journaling. Make an appointment with yourself to do it. Set aside a regular slot of time specifically for your journaling. I would advise journaling twice a week to begin with. Your first couple of journaling sessions might be quite lengthy because it's likely you've got a lot going on in your head and you just need to get that out and on a piece of paper. After that, you'll find that they'll be a little bit shorter. I would set aside an hour for the first couple of sessions and then 20 to 30 minutes for everyone after that. Begin with 2 sessions a week, leaving a few days in between them. Treat yourself to a nice new notebook and use this notebook specifically for journaling about what you want to do after university. Decide what you're going to write with, a pen or a pencil. Where do you want to sit? Make sure you won't be distracted by other things that are going on. Where's that going to be? At home, inside or outside, somewhere else? Do you want to have something to drink whilst you're journaling? Water, tea, coffee? What kind of water, tea or coffee? I do my journaling first thing in the morning, so mine is always a Tassimo Costa latte. These little details matter because you need to be excited about journaling to get the momentum going. Get familiar with this little routine that you're setting up for yourself and come to love it and look forward to it. It's not a chore, so don't think of it as a chore. It is a voyage of discovery. Before you start journaling, put your phone on silent and put it away. You don't need it when you're journaling. Everything you need is up here. Number 3, let's have a look at some journal prompts to help you explore your career options. Now you're ready to journal, what do you write? You're journaling about something specific, what you want to do after university. So it's best not to just sit there and try and write because you will get stuck on what to say, especially in the beginning. I have a specific story prompt for you to use for your first couple of journaling sessions, and it's geared towards thinking about what your values are, how you want your working life to feel, and what you want your days to look like. Use this story outline to get you thinking. Just sit back and listen to my instructions for the next minute or so, and then visualize what you want all of that stuff to look like. When you finish visualizing, you can put pen to paper. So here's what I want you to visualize. Imagine that you are hopping on board a time machine that is going to take you 3 years into the future. It's going to take you to the time when you are living your best life, the one that you really want to have someday. It doesn't have to be linked to your life right now in any way, shape or form if you don't want it to be. This is your dream life, your aspirational life, and you get to decide exactly what it looks like. Imagine it's a Thursday morning and you're waking up on a regular workday. What does your bedroom look like? What colour is it? What's the furniture and the decor like? Are you on your own or are you with somebody else? Who is that person? Imagine getting out of bed and looking out of the window. What's the view? What can you see? Next, go and get dressed. What clothes are you putting on? Why? What kind of work are you going to do in them? Next, imagine your breakfast. This is one of the things that I really enjoy visualizing, actually, anything food related. Are you eating at home or are you going out? What kind of food are you eating and who are you with? After you've eaten your breakfast, you're off to work. Where is that workplace? Is it at home? Is it away from home? How are you going to get there? Now you're at work. What does your workspace look like? What's there? If there are other people there, what do those people look like? Similar to you? Different from you? Are they children? Adults? Elderly people? Are you working alongside them or are you doing something to serve them? Are there any animals in your workplace? Any IT equipment? Is it noisy? Is it quiet? Is it somewhere in between? And what are you actually doing at work? Are you using a computer or not? Are you inside or outside? Are you working on your own or with other people? Are you creating something, processing something, making something, marketing something? Are you talking to people on the phone, in person, on a video call? Who are you serving in the job that you're doing? Who are you helping? And when you think about the things that you do in this aspirational workplace, are you going to do the same things all day or different things throughout the day? How long does your workday last? This is the bit that I really enjoy visualizing. Is it the standard 9 to 5 or is it shorter than this? Do you perhaps start work at 10 in the morning and finish at 2 in the afternoon? Is your workday the same length every day or is that going to vary from one day to the next? Now imagine that you've finished work. What's the plan for the rest of the day? Are you going to go straight home or are you going to go somewhere else on your way? What are you going to do with the rest of your day? Are you going to eat dinner at home or go out? What kind of thing are you going to eat for dinner? And what are you going to do in between dinner and bedtime? And now it's time to go to bed. So take a moment to think how you feel at the end of this aspirational day. This is you living your best life. So visualize it. How are you going to feel at night when you go to bed? Now, grab your pen and journal notebook and write down everything you can recall about the day that you just imagined. What is standing out to you? What is surprising you about it? Have any of the things that you've just imagined right there not occurred to you before? The next thing you need to do, and this may well spill over into your second journaling session, is identify the values that you can see in that aspirational day in your future life. Values are what underpin your choices to spend your aspirational day in the way that you just envisaged. Your values are the thing that drive you. They are your principles. They are your non-negotiables, your belief systems and your morals. And if you look closely at your story of your aspirational day, you will find the values in there. So for example, if you envisaged being around a lot of other people throughout the day, you value connection and you value community. When you think about the people that you spent your day with, does this suggest that you value equality, diversity, and inclusion? If you envisaged a relatively short working day, so you could spend time with your family, you value things like freedom and flexibility. If you envisaged working in different places and doing widely varying activities, maybe you're quite adventurous and adaptable. If you envisage being based 100% working at home, then maybe your values are about consistency and security and a family focus. Here are some examples of core values. So perhaps take a screenshot, pause the video, and spend some time looking at them. See if any of these really resonate with you in relation to the story of your aspirational day. Identifying the values in that aspirational day is a really important thing to do. So really take the time to think through it and identify those underlying principles and morals and drivers for you. This kind of visionary journaling does take a bit of getting used to if you haven't done it before. It can seem a bit mad and dreamy at first, but there is method in my madness. If you get really clear about your values, it becomes much easier to start thinking about potential jobs and professions because you will be looking for things that embody those values. It's important to move towards employment that is a good fit with your values, rather than trying to squeeze yourself into a profession or job that doesn't feel right for you, just because it might have status or because your parents want you to do it. And that is a terrible reason to do anything, by the way, just saying. Journaling and doing this kind of exercise is going to help you become aware of who you are and how you want to live your life, and then find employment that fits with that. This way, you are going to thrive in whatever you go into. Number 4, make journaling work for you. One thing to remember when you're writing in your journal is that this writing is just for you. It's not for an audience. No one else is going to read it. It's yours. So write in whatever way you want to. Draw pictures, images, diagrams, emojis. Note down any inspirational quotes or words from songs or poems that resonate with you. Do whatever you need to do to express yourself in that journal. Don't self-censor. You are talking with yourself, having a conversation with yourself. So ask yourself questions, set yourself tasks and goals. Whilst you might make use of the prompts that I've provided to get you started, you will find that as you journal regularly, you develop your own style, your own prompts, your own way of communicating with yourself. Also, give it time. You're not suddenly going to decide what you want to do after university through writing in your journal 3 times. It's going to take a while. Stick with it. Do it regularly and consistently. Trust the process. Number 5, taking action and moving forwards. Make sure that you act on what you're discovering in the process of your journaling. As you discover more about yourself, make sure you do things with that information. Don't just leave it sitting there on the page. Make it work for you. For example, if you're discovering that your highest value is freedom and you're really passionate about equality, diversity, and inclusion, start Googling things like most flexible jobs in equality, diversity, and inclusion, self-employment in equality, diversity, and inclusion. See what you find, note down those jobs, do some research on them. What you're doing here is unpicking some of your own value threads and pulling on them and seeing where they lead. You will be surprised not only at what you find, but at how much less anxious you feel about choosing something to do. The goal of journaling isn't to find the definitive thing that you are 100% certain that you want to do for the rest of your life. The goal is to become aware of who you are right now, what you value right now, and the kind of life that you want to live given those things. Choose a job that fits your values. Don't try and shoehorn yourself into a job or profession that isn't going to align with those values. And it's also worth remembering that as you go through your working life, those values might change and the kind of life you want to live might change. So your job will likely need to change then as well. Journaling regularly will alert you to these shifts and changes when they're happening, and you'll become much more comfortable in exploring different options. You will not end up having a huge existential meltdown crisis in the middle of your workplace one Wednesday afternoon when you're 45, screaming, "Who am I?" Because that's where a lack of self-awareness will lead you. I don't want that for any of you. It is really not fun. So journal, journal, journal. Good luck with the journaling process. Please let me know how you're getting on in the comments. And if you want more tips and advice like this, subscribe to my weekly emails. Every Wednesday, I share a dose of study inspiration with everybody who is on my email list. So I will put the link to the sign up in the description, and I will be back very soon with more study tips.